Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be trying out products that I don't normally reach for. Some of them are new, but some of them I've had in my collection and I just don't use for some reason. And some of these products I've heard are really good, so I'm excited to see if I like them or not. I'm going to start off with my eyeshadow, and the palette I'm going to be using is this one. So I've actually had this palette for a while. I just don't reach for it. And I think it's just the colors don't really, I don't know, they're not giving me anything. I think because I'm more of like a warmer toned eyeshadow person, I gravitate toward like warm browns and golds. This one's more neutral. There is like an orange there, but I don't know, just these colors like green, yellow, I just don't use too often, so I'm excited to see what I come up with. I think I'm gonna start with this one right here. It's like a mustard yellow. I think I'm just gonna take like a light wash of it and throw that into my crease, and then I don't know, girl, we'll see what happens. I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and dip my brush into this color right here. I wanted to stay away from warmer eyeshadows. I wanted it to be just like a very neutral eyeshadow look, but I'm not loving this yellow too much in my crease. And all right, so that's the not exactly the crease. I kind of took it above the crease just to kind of like blow out this area right here with the mustard and the orange color. Now more directly into the crease, I'm gonna take this khaki color in the palette. As I'm doing my eyeshadow, I'm listening to Drake because today, well, the day that I'm filming today is September 3rd, and his album comes out tonight at midnight, and I'm so excited for his album. I feel like his albums are just so nostalgic. Like every album came out like in a period of my life where, like, when I think back at that time in my life, like that album comes to mind too. Like Take Care was my senior year in high school. Nothing Was the Same was I was like in not oh I guess I was in college. I was in college, living out of my house, out of my parents' house with like roommates. And I don't know, I feel like each album kind of like is like a period in my life where something was happening, and it's just like nostalgic. So I feel like I can't pick what my favorite album is of his. But I've been preparing for this album that's coming out tonight by listening to all his music. And I think as of right now, Take Care for sure is like my favorite. I'm so excited for tonight. Let me know if you've listened to it already and what your favorite song is, so we can like discuss in the comments what song we like from his album. Now I think I'm going to go in with first I'm going to go in with this green. I kind of want to add a little bit of a darker color, like I said, so I'm going to take a little bit of the dark brown in the palette. I don't know, I've used other Juvia's Place palettes and I like them, but this one was not it. I feel like the eyeshadows were not working as well as I thought they would. They weren't blending. Even the dark colors, like as soon as I would go in and like blend out the edges, I would like remove the whole eyeshadow. It was weird. Like I'm not happy with the eyeshadow look right now, but honestly I've been working on it for so long because I'd add one color, then the other color would like be removed, and then I'd have to like, I don't know, it was just a struggle. So honestly I don't really recommend this palette. I think I'm gonna add because usually like Juvia's Place's shimmers are good, so hopefully this one is good. It's this one right in the center, just this neutral shimmer shade. So I'm just gonna apply that with my finger all over my eyelid. Next, I'm gonna go in with some lashes. These are by I Envy. I think it's like Kiss. Yeah, I Envy by Kiss. These are the Remy 3D in 07. So I also added a winged liner, and then I added, well, you saw the lashes I added that were kind of long, and I don't care because I need something to hide this eyeshadow because I am not feeling it. So I think the lashes and the liner kind of like did something, and I don't normally add eyeliner either, so I used the Wet n Wild Mega Liner. This is one of my favorite drugstore eyeliners, and I hadn't used it in a while. I was more on the e.l.f. liner, and I forgot about this one, but this one's really good too. I like it because it's very black. I just think mine was kind of old, so it was a little difficult to use. Dude, the whole look is like giving me a hard time, but whatever. We're gonna make it look good. We still have a bunch of other products. I'm gonna go in with the Born This Way foundation, and I've never used this foundation. I just also bought the concealer, so now I have both. And if you're looking for a cruelty-free foundation on the Sephora app, good luck, because there's not a lot of options, which sucks. Like, why can't companies be cruelty free? Like, I don't get that. I'm gonna be using this, and I got it in the color vanilla, so hopefully it's a good match because I've used this before. It's in the color nude, and I don't know about this. I feel like I got it a little bit too dark, so we'll see. So I'm gonna get a couple pumps of the Born This Way, and then I'm using my sponge, my beauty blender. So the foundation's going on, and already I can tell that it is a little too light for me. The color is looking too vanilla on me right now. So all right, so the foundation looks pretty good. I did have to add a bunch of layers for me to get the coverage that I like. I think I used like 5 pumps of the foundation, and dude, I look like a ghost. It is very white, but that just means that I'm gonna just go in with the bronzer. So first I'm gonna contour, and I'm gonna use, I've used this before, but I think I use like the same contouring all the time, the Kat Von D or the LA Girl. So, and I did really like this one, so I'm gonna go in with the Uoma. Okay, I'm annoyed. I've been talking to myself with the camera off. Anyways, all I said was I used the Uoma contour stick, but I'm just like in denial that it's very red. Like, the tone is so red, and it just, with my white foundation that I had, it just wasn't looking cute. So I did add a little bit of my LA Girl just to kind of neutralize the color that I had for the contour. And then now I'm going in with this the Born This Way concealer. And I was just saying right now how low-key the concealer is darker than my foundation. So I did add a good amount of it so that I can get like the coverage of this foundation, or of this concealer. I'm gonna let it dry a little bit. The consistency is a little watery, and I think that was what was throwing me off the last time that I used it, because right away I was like, I don't like this. But my friend just told me to, shout out Nikki if you're watching this video. I know she watches my videos, but I'm gonna let this dry a little bit, and I think I'm gonna mix in a little bit of my e.l.f. Camo Concealer. All right, so I blended out my concealer. Honestly, I waited a long time for it to like thicken up, and then I blended it out, and the coverage is good, but honestly, like, I can't say whether or not I like this just because I mixed it with this concealer, the e.l.f. one, and I already know that I do like the e.l.f. I don't like testing out new powders because I feel like if it's bad, it's gonna look bad and it's gonna ruin the whole look. And powder is like my favorite part. I feel like it just makes you look so airbrushed and just pulls everything together. So I'm nervous about this, but my friend, again, Nikki, told me that whenever she wears the Wet n Wild's, this is the Photo Focus Banana Powder, that everyone asks her like what she's wearing, like what foundation, blah blah blah, and she's like, it's this that makes her look like flawless. All right, so I'm gonna use my beauty blender, And I'm just gonna dip into the powder and now wish me luck. Okay. How do I feel? So it feels very heavy. That I will say that it feels like very heavy under my eyes. It does look very like airbrushed, but I feel like it didn't brighten. So and maybe it's the color, but I mean, I do feel like it looks airbrushed. So I brought my Morphe. This is the brightening pink. I haven't used this one in a while, so I'm just gonna add some right underneath the eye so that I could get like that brightening effect. We'll see if that helps. Okay, so I will say that it does look very airbrushed. I think maybe it's also the foundation that was very white, that like that banana powder just kind of like didn't look right under my eyes. And I do feel like it kind of like brings out the fine lines underneath my eyes. But like I'm in my bathroom and I'm looking straight like into the mirror and I do look like very airbrushed. So maybe like even in the camera I look very like airbrushed, but I don't know. I think it just made me like, it makes it very heavy. Like I feel like I have makeup on, and like my Huda Beauty, like I can honestly pack that powder on and it won't feel heavy underneath my eyes. So for it being drugstore, I like it. For bronzer, I just bought this one. It's by Morphe. It's their Glamour Bronze, and they have a ton of colors. This one's the Originator. Okay. Yeah, it's cute. I like it. But if you've been watching my other videos, I've been so into bronzers that have shimmer in them. But if you're looking for a really nice, affordable matte bronzer, this one's really good. And they have so many colors. Now I'm going to go into blush, and I've had this one for a while, but I've never used it. It's the Juvia's Place Serafina bronzer, and it looks like this. It's a peachy pink. All right, so I did my blush, and then I added a little bit of eyeshadow to the lower lash line. I just added the khaki green down on my lower lash line, and then at the outer corner I added the dark brown. And then I filled in my brows. I had already kind of did the soap thing before I did any of my makeup. And then right now, I actually didn't use my Glossier, the marker. I just went in with the Brow Wiz and kind of did like a light brow. Like thick, but like light. And then now I'm going to set my makeup. And I reached for this one because I don't use it on my channel. It's the Beauty Bakery. And dude, like, if you could see how this sprays, it literally like sprays directly. So I don't want to mess up my makeup, so I think I'm gonna like spray it like off to the side and then kind of like move my face into it. I don't know if I should do highlight. Yeah, I'm gonna do highlight. I've been into highlight. I haven't used this one in a long time. It's the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in Gold Digger, and I'm just gonna add it to my cheeks right here. And it's so glittery. Like I literally have like glitter specks all over my face now. Dude, I feel like I'm not even like liking any of the products I use. Like everything's coming together, but nothing has been like, I don't know, I thought I would find like a new favorite. Anyways, I'm gonna do my lips next. So for lip liner, I have these two out. I brought my Huda Beauty lip contour in Trendsetter, and then I have this Juvia's Place lip liner in Cola. So this is like a brown and this is more of like a mauve. I think I'm gonna go in with this one first, and then if I want to like deepen up the lip liner, I'll use this. But let me do this first. So I'm done with the lip liner. I only used the Huda Beauty, and I forget how good they are because the NYX ones are so what's it called, what's the word, like cheap, not cheap, affordable, and they're so good that I forget about other lip liners. But this, like, obviously this is like, the formula is better because it's drier and like it doesn't slip as much, and it just adds a lot of pigment like right away. I don't know, I really like this, but like, it's like way more expensive. That's why I hate like using stuff like this on my channel, because like the NYX ones are so good. So if you want to spoil yourself, these are really good. And the color I used was Trendsetter. And I'm going to use another Huda Beauty product. It's their lipstick in the color, it's their matte lipstick in the color Anniversary. And it smells like sunscreen. And I have to add gloss. So I just bought this one too because I went to the Morphe store and they had a bunch of stuff on sale. And I've never tried their glosses. This is in the color Flower Crown. And there's the gloss. I like it. It lightened up the lipstick, which is what I wanted. But I kind of want something to make my lips look juicy. This gloss isn't like a juicy gloss. It's more of like for the pigment or for the color. So now I'm going to go and I'm going to top it off with a little bit of the e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss in the color Champagne Glam. And because it's plumping, it has like a little bit like minty feeling. Alright, so I did my hair. I just put it up in this little half up, half down. And then I am wearing a shirt. It's a corset top thing. But anyways, I look like I'm about to like go out or something, but I'm not. I'm literally just gonna do like TikToks. But as for the makeup, I mean, it looks good. So yeah, there was like some things that I liked, some things that I hated, but nothing like really stood out. But if you guys have any especially foundations, if you guys recommend any foundations that are cruelty free, let me know in the comments. And yeah, add me on TikTok. That's probably what I'm gonna do right after this. And then listen to the album. I keep refreshing my phone. I'm like, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.